Welcome, Commercial Finance Experts Academy. My name is Sue Truman, and we've got my colleague here, Camilo Rodriguez. How are you doing, amigo?
With MortgagesLab. How are you doing?
MortgagesLab, that's correct. I was having a discussion here with Camilo about the future mortgage broking and where do we see this going and what can we do about it. So we had this sort of discussion. You mentioned that technology is changing a lot of what we do, and in the U.S. it has been affected. A lot of, I believe down in U.S. in 2008 during the crisis, a lot of the lenders converted to technology-based, and literally 80% was the attrition rate for mortgage broker renewing the license. It's like, oh my God, we lost 80%. Could you imagine 36,000, just say 30,000 brokers across Canada, we lose 80% of that? That's 25,000 agents, poof.
Went away.
Where did they go?
Well, in my opinion as well, there's one factor that everybody has to think about mortgage brokering is that it's really your commitment. I really think, unfortunately, mortgage brokering, because it's finance, it's a field that may attract a lot of people, and there is the perception that
easy money.
The person can make lots of money and easy money.
Yeah.
And when you are inside the industry, you realize that there's nothing further from the truth. You can make a lot of money, but you have to go deep. You have to study hard. You have to lose your hair. You have to do lots of things in order to be able to achieve where you want to be. I always say, and we have discussed this in the past, mortgage broker can earn the same as an engineer or more, as a doctor, as any professional.
Exactly.
But not as a free ride. I know that an engineer, I'm an engineer myself, you have to study 5 years of engineering, and then when you start working, you have to take 5 to 10 years of experience in order to get to a high income level.
Yeah.
In mortgages, it's the same. It's not as a structure, but you need to spend. You need to go to the commercial experts academy, and I'm serious.
Yeah.
You have to spend that
Well, you can invest in yourself.
5,000 is nothing. You go there, you have to invest in your course, in every single course that you can do. In the association, you have to take every single course of the association and all the courses out there in order to improve yourself. You have to take courses on sales, and once you have that expertise, both on the technical part, on the sales part, then you can achieve a high income. And if something happens, like it happens in the state that technology wipes out or consolidates something, you will have a good insurance policy, because your expertise and your knowledge will stand, because technology will not be able to replace complex
That's
things.
right, yeah. And we agreed about that. And it's like, because there's, like the AAA clients, we get it. Yeah, I do agree that we'll lose that to technology, because they enter it in and it gets approved. No pushback, everything's done online. They can pull the NOA, they can pull the T4 from the clients and everything. And so, yeah, in those situations, a lot of the mortgage advisors, even mobile specialists of the bank, probably lose their job. But for complex cases like us, where we do commercial financing, or where immigrants new to Canada, or things just don't fit the box, it's always required this. And losing your hair would probably be an advantage, because they think that you're very smart and you're ripped up enough to figure out some to overcome any kind of challenges. So I do agree, and that perhaps there's a gift there too, because attrition, in a way, it rewards for those who are resilient enough to stick it in for the long run, and therefore have less competition to deal with, and clients, well, there's less competition, clients have to go to see you.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But the future of mortgage brokering, what I see in the very short term is a few things. Unfortunately, here in Canada, mortgage brokering, we're still dinosaurs. We don't have the technology to deal with this. In 2018, today, lenders are starting to accept electronic signatures.
Yeah.
That is a technology that is already old.
Yes.
Lenders do not still accept electronic signatures. Not all of them. Some of them do.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of technology that have not been merged with mortgage brokering, and they will very soon, because it's a trend that nobody can stop. Number one. And another thing that I really need mortgage brokers need is some sort of consolidation in processes, because if you talk to every single mortgage broker company in Canada, they approve an application in a different way. We may use the same software or whatever, but the approval process is totally different. The CRM is totally different.
Yeah.
The documentation is different. The application, the paper
there's no consistency.
There is no consistency, not even in the same company.
Yeah.
If you go to a single company and you have two mortgage brokers, they may have two different paper applications. That's how brutal it is. And the process of a mortgage is very systematic, it's very standard. We should be able, as an industry, to have a standard process, because I think that way the consumer will benefit of having more, a better determined process.
Well, I think it helps a lot of the brokers too, mind you. It's not just the consumer, because then if our job is easier, we can do it faster, be more effective time use of our time itself.
Yes.
So,
100%.
That's good. Maybe we can have a discussion about topic. But so what we learned from this video today is that all the technology is changing. All the attrition may affect a lot of brokers, even in Canada, moving forward. The one thing that you and I do agree on is that education will always eventually trump any kind of technology, because human is a complicated mammal, and we make things complicated. All right, everybody as walks through the door is different.
Specialized knowledge.
Specialized knowledge.
Specialized knowledge.
Yeah.
And being in a mortgage brokering, you need to get specialized knowledge in two areas. One is in the technical stuff, which is the business of knowing the lenders, knowing how to package the application, knowing the process from A to Z, number one.
Yeah.
But the second, super important, is the human interaction part.
How to deal with people properly.
How to deal with properly,
Yeah.
how to manage the expectations.
That's a big one.
And how to explain complex ideas into simple terms. And that's something that everybody has to learn, and there is not a defined path to learn that. You kind of have to learn it on your own, but as an industry, we're growing and trying to solve those problems.
And I think we'll do well. And that's the reason why I created the workshop. That's why you do your underwriting workshop. You know what? In the future, I want to see that live and be able to promote it, be able to offer that to the rest of the.
You gave me the great idea of opening up
it's amazing.
The training processes that we have at MortgagesLab to the industry. So.
And this helps. And this is what you just said. It's a specialized education, because this is not covered, because in the general basis of getting the license at the UBC, the college itself and universities, they cannot cover all this aspect. It's very specialized. But as everything in specialization, that it means increase your value, make more money.
Yeah.
Right? Expectations and all that stuff, and how to handle clients. That's why I deal with my workshop. First day is how to deal with expectations.
Perfect.
Right.
It's super important. Super important.
So thanks for this video, Camilo. We'll go next one, but hope you took a lot away to this. This is a long video, and I hope you had a chance to go through it again and again. You have to, but there's a couple really good nuggets in there. You get it, you make money. All right. So see you next video, and see you at the top, guys.
Thank you, sir.